Welcome back to my YouTube channel Coin of World. Today we are going to explore the fascinating journey of the Euro 5-cent coin issued in the year 2002. Long detailed history, no dots no lines, straightforward script English. The Euro 5-cent coin of 2002 holds a special place in European numismatic history as it was among the first official issues following the introduction of euro coins and banknotes on January 1, 2002 across the Eurozone. Before this date, the euro was only used as an accounting currency and electronically in financial markets, but with the beginning of 2002 physical euro coins including the 5-cent denomination entered daily circulation in 12 member states of the European Union. These countries included Austria, Belgium, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Ireland, Italy, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Portugal, and Spain. Each of these countries had the right to mint euro coins with a common European side and a national side representing symbols or icons of national pride, identity, or culture. The 5-cent coin is part of the group of 3 copper-plated steel coins, the 1 cent, 2 cent, and 5 cent, which are smaller in size and intended for small everyday purchases. The 5-cent coin weighs 3.92 grams and has a diameter of 21.25 millimeters with a smooth edge and a plain reddish copper color due to its composition. The reverse side, which is common across all Eurozone countries, was designed by Belgian artist Luc Louix. It displays a globe showing Europe in relation to Africa and Asia with 6 lines that cut across the globe, each ending in a star. These stars represent the 12 stars of the European flag and signify unity, solidarity, and harmony among the peoples of Europe. The globe also serves as a reminder of the euro's global reach and international presence. The obverse or national side of the 5-cent coin differs from country to country as each nation chose designs rooted in its heritage. For example, the French 5-cent coin features Marianne, a symbol of the French Republic, while the German coin shows an oak twig, a symbol of strength and stability. The Italian 5-cent coin includes the Colosseum, reflecting the ancient Roman heritage and architectural brilliance. Other designs like the Spanish coin show the portrait of Miguel de Cervantes, and the Irish coin features the Celtic harp, which is the traditional symbol of Ireland. The introduction of the euro coins, including the 5-cent coin, required a monumental logistical and technical effort. Over 15 billion notes and 50 billion coins were produced and distributed across the Eurozone in the largest currency changeover in history. The transition involved the coordination of central banks, mints, retail businesses, banks, vending machine manufacturers, and the general public. For months leading to the switch, dual pricing was implemented and advertising campaigns were run to familiarize citizens with the new currency. The new currency, the 5-cent coin, had to fit smoothly into vending machines, parking meters, and cash registers, and its design had to avoid confusion with other coins in shape, size, or color, while also being inexpensive to produce. The choice of copper-plated steel allowed for a durable, low-cost coin with sufficient weight and recognition. As the Eurozone expanded in subsequent years to include more countries such as Slovenia, Cyprus, Malta, Slovakia, Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania, the euro 5-cent coin continued to be used with these new countries minting coins with their own national designs. Although dated coins from 2002 remained in wide circulation because of their large initial mintage. Today, collectors often look for euro coins from different member states, all dated 2002 because they represent the first generation of euro coinage. Some of the lower mintage national designs, especially from smaller countries or those only producing coins for sets rather than circulation, are particularly valued. The 5-cent coin also became a focus of debate in some parts of Europe due to its low value and the cost of production. In countries like Finland, the Netherlands, and Belgium, there has been limited use of 1, 2, and 5-cent coins in daily transactions due to price rounding to the nearest 10 cents, but despite this, the 5-cent coin remains legal tender across the Eurozone and plays a symbolic role in the unity and shared identity of European nations. Beyond its monetary function, the coin represents the ambitious project of European integration following centuries of division and conflict. As the European Union sought to build economic and political unity, the euro was a core pillar of this vision. The 5-cent coin thus becomes not just a small copper token but a piece of a grand historical narrative. It is used in millions of transactions every day, yet also serves as a reminder of what can be achieved when nations collaborate for mutual benefit and shared progress. As time passed and newer coins were minted, the 2002 5-cent coins became older and increasingly worn, yet many still survive in circulation, bearing witness to over 2 decades of economic transformation. The coin saw the EU expand to Eastern Europe, weather financial crises, adapt to new technologies like contactless payments, and remain resilient through political shifts, digital revolutions, and changes in global trade. Today, the euro remains one of the most powerful currencies in the world, and the 5-cent coin from 2002 remains a foundational piece of that system, both in its physical form and in what it represents. To historians, numismatists, economists, and collectors alike, it tells a story of cooperation, unity, and vision for a shared future in Europe, and its legacy continues to echo in the hands of millions across the continent every single day through one small copper coin born in the year 2002. Let me know if you want national side stories of any specific countries. 2002 5-cent coin. Here is a long, detailed professional style history script for your YouTube channel. Coin of World Liberty 1776. 1976 inch. Written as a welcome back introduction and designed to support a documentary style. 2-hour video. The script is in a flowing, continuous style without dots or lines, and uses a clear, straightforward tone in English. Welcome back to Coin of World. Liberty 1776 1976. The channel where history speaks through metal and memory. Today we return to the heart of numismatic storytelling and historical exploration, a journey through the coins that have shaped civilizations, carried legacies, and echoed the voice of freedom, revolution, and identity across the ages. As we step back into our shared chronicle, we begin with the coin that inspired the very name of this channel, the American bicentennial coinage minted to commemorate the 200th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence in 1776. These coins were more than circulating currency. They were a national message, a metallic echo of liberty stamped in copper, nickel, and silver. Their double date 1776 to 1976 reminded generations of the cost of freedom and the permanence of American ideals. From there we branch into the broader global history of coins, not merely as objects of trade, but as vessels of power, expressions of sovereignty, instruments of ideology, and tools of cultural preservation. We will walk through the earliest coins of Lydia in ancient Asia Minor, where electrum discs stamped with a lion's head began to replace barter systems and established the foundations of organized economies. From the 6th century BCE, these small metal discs carried weight, quite literally and metaphorically, legitimizing authority, symbolizing control, and enabling the rise of city-states and empires. As the Greek city-states flourished, coinage became more artistic and ideologically charged, from the owl of Athens representing wisdom to the chariot-racing god Apollo on the coins of Syracuse. These coins were statements of identity and pride. When Alexander the Great conquered vast regions from Greece to the Indus Valley, he not only spread Hellenistic culture but also a standardized coinage system featuring his own image, symbolizing a shift from mythological figures to living rulers on coins. This legacy was inherited and expanded by the Romans, whose coinage system became the most sophisticated and widely distributed of the ancient world. Roman coins told the story of conquest, propaganda, and imperial ambition, from the golden aureus bearing the stern profile of Augustus to the bronze phallus marking the reforms of Diocletian. Coins reflected the political and economic strategies of emperors. The imagery they carried was intentional. Every laurel crown, every eagle, every temple or god was a message to the people and a declaration of the emperor's divinity, power, or generosity. Even during times of crisis such as the 3rd century monetary collapse or the hyperinflation under Gallienus, the coin remained central to communication and tr. As Rome fell and medieval Europe rose, the nature of coinage shifted again. Feudal mints issued localized currency. Monarchs battled over coinage rights, and the purity of silver and gold determined international trade relations, from the Carolingian denier to the English penny of offer. Coinage helped knit fragmented regions into recognizable polities and from the Crusader states to the Mongol Khanate's coins crust. Continents often bearing inscriptions in multiple languages, revealing a complex web of trade and cultural exchange that stretched from the Mediterranean to China. The Renaissance brought new life to coin design and economic philosophy as banking houses rose and the early stirrings of capitalism began to move across Europe. Coinage became more refined, more controlled, and more aligned with centralized state powers, the great thalers of the Holy Roman Empire, the Spanish pieces of 8, and the British guinea all reveal the interconnectedness of economies and empires fueled by exploration, conquest, and colonization. Coins were not just currency but instruments of imperial power facilitating the Atlantic slave trade, the Columbian exchange, and the growth of global empires. With the birth of the United States in 1776, came a unique coinage system rooted in Enlightenment ideals reflecting a republic's belief in liberty and equality, from the first chain cents to the silver dollars bearing Lady Liberty and eventually the heads of presidents. American coinage has always reflected national character, tensions, and ideals. During the Civil War, coins reflected the Union struggle, while in the 20th century designs adapted to the realities of two world wars, the Great Depression and the Cold War. The bicentennial coinage of 1976 was perhaps the most symbolic moment since the founding era, a return to foundational ideals in a time of political turmoil and social change. Globally, the 20th century also saw the collapse of empires, the rise of nation-states, and with them the issuance of new currencies. The coins of post-colonial Africa, Asia, and the Middle East tell stories of liberation, revolution, and national pride, while the rise of supranational currency like the euro marked a new era in shared economic governance. Coins have increasingly become reflections of memory, heritage, and even descent. Collectors around the world cherish coins not just for their rarity or value